welcome to our channel. Today I came with a very important portion from oceanography, that is ocean salinity and ocean temperature. This is probably my first posted video on oceanography. These topics are very common and also equally important topic. If we notice the previous year questions, different type of questions are asked almost every year. नाउ वी शुड अंडरस्टैंड कि इस टॉपिक में से हमें क्या क्या पढ़ना होगा. अगर आप लोगों को मेरी ये वीडियो पसंद आई तो जल्दी से जल्दी मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिएगी. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. नाउ salinity is actually a ratio. It is a ratio between the weight of dissolved salt and the weight of sample sea water. It is actually calculated as the amount of salt in 1 kg of seawater. It is usually expressed as parts per thousand or PPT. Now, we know that ocean water is very salty. So here the salinity ranges, average salinity is 35 ppt. Whereas in brackish water it ranges 0.5 to 30 ppt. Brackish water is a water mainly found in estuaries, tidal flats, where actually the fresh water mixed with ocean water. Here the salinity is less than sea water but more than river water. In river water salinity is also present, but it's a very less than 0.5 ppt. Now we should understand some important factors that affect salinity of ocean throughout the world. First is evaporation. Evaporation is very common factor. We know that greater the evaporation, higher the salinity. Next is precipitation. Precipitation and salinity is inversely related. Higher the precipitation means higher influx of fresh water. It means it decreases salinity of ocean water. That's why in equatorial region record comparatively lower salinity. In equatorial region the temperature is very high, but here evaporation is also high, but here salinity is lower because here precipitation is very higher. So higher precipitation lowers the salinity of this region. Next is circulation of ocean water. It is also very important reason for redistributing salinity throughout the ocean. We know that in some parts of ocean there are some warm current and in some parts of ocean there are some cold current. Okay, so the mixing of these two streams or the circulation from the the circulation from the water from lower to upper, upper to lower, this also redistributing the salinity throughout the ocean. Next is atmospheric pressure and wind direction. Okay, so if we see that the atmospheric pressure belt, we know that subtropical high pressure belt is situated from 30 degree to 60 degree north south. Okay, in subtropical high pressure belt two types of wind, mainly westerlies and trade wind. Westerlies and trade wind blows out from this pressure belt, so this belts becomes more high pressure, and here anticyclonic condition with stable air is occurred. That increases the salinity. That's why subtropical high pressure belt represents higher salinity region. Okay, so higher salinity regions mainly found in these two subtropical high pressure belt. Okay, and wind direction is also helps of salts of the ocean. Okay, next is influx of river water is very common factor, that higher the influx of river water, lesser the salinity. Next is temperature and density. Temperature and density, these two also affects the salinity. We know that warm ocean water tend to become less dense. The warm ocean water is less dense. Why? Because it contains less concentration of salt, whereas in cold ocean water contains more salt, so it become more dense. Okay, so that's why temperature and density affects the salinity. So these are the factors, these are the common factors that affecting salinity. Next, higher salinity region and comparatively lower salinity region where are found. Higher salinity region mainly in hot region where temperature is so high, evaporation rate is very high, and precipitation is also lower. There mainly high salinity regions are found, mainly in Red Sea. Red Sea is situated in subtropical high pressure belt that we have discussed in early slide, that in subtropical high pressure bed some anticyclonic condition is formed with stable air, and precipitation is also lower, temperature is also higher. So mainly higher salinity regions are mainly found in subtropical high pressure belt. Red Sea is also situated here where salinity is very higher. uh, Next is comparatively low salinity regions. Comparatively low salinity regions mainly found in the estuaries or the mouths of the river where fresh water is mixed with the saline water mainly. So for an example, if we see the salinity of Bay of Bengal, it exceeds 34 ppt, but if we see the salinity near the mouth of Ganges, here the salinity is between 30 ppt. Okay, it not exceed the 30 ppt because of the mixed up with the fresh water with saline water. And in the Arctic area also salinity fluctuates because fresh water coming from ice caps. Now this is very important portion where we should understand the average distribution of salinity in different ocean and marginal seas. We know that oceans are interconnected with each other, but seawater salinity is different everywhere, all around the world. Now we know that average seawater salinity in all ocean is 35 parts per thousand. Mainly oceans are two types. One is open ocean and another is enclosed ocean or marginal seas. Now in open ocean, salinity mainly ranges from 33 to 37 parts per thousand. Okay, it means salinity don't exceed 37 parts per thousand in the case of open ocean, but in enclosed ocean the salinity differs very rapidly. In enclosed ocean, salinity totally exceed 40 parts per thousand. Okay, for an example, in Dead Sea's average salinity is 238 parts per thousand. It means it has higher salinity. Dead Sea is very high saline. Dead Sea have very high saline water because it is situated in landlocked state. Okay, because it is situated in border of Jordan and Israel, and Dead Sea is excessive salty, nearly 10 times salter than normal seawater. Okay, so that people can float top of it because it has a landlocked state, and water that causes water to evaporate and leave behind massive amounts of salt. Therefore here precipitation is also low and evaporation is also high. So Dead Sea have excessive salty water. Next is Red Sea. Red Sea's average salinity is 40 to 42 parts per thousand. Red Sea is also situated between African and Arabian continent. It has also enclosed nature, and the main reason of excessive salty in Red Sea is there are no significant rivers drain into the Red Sea, and it has very narrow connection with Indian Ocean. So that Red Sea have excessive salty water. Next is Arabian Gulf. Arabian Gulf, here the temperature is very high, evaporation is very high, precipitation is also low, and mainly a gulf actually acts as an inverted estuary. It means no freshwater influx is here. So here here the here the salinity is higher than Arabian Sea. Here the salinity exceeds 40, or average salinity is mainly 40 parts per thousand. Okay. Next is Mediterranean Sea. Mediterranean Sea is situated comparatively in good climate, but here the enclosed nature of the sea, and there are few number of drainage are mixed into Mediterranean Sea. So here the salinity is also higher, mainly 38 parts per thousand to 39 parts per thousand. Okay, or it may be exceed 42 parts per thousand in Mediterranean Sea. Here rainfall is also low. Rainfall is also low, and a few amount of influx of river water. So the Mediterranean Sea has higher salinity. Next is Baltic Sea. Baltic Sea is also as enclosed nature, but here salinity is lower. It means here numerous streams. Okay, because Baltic Sea is situated near the Arctic Circle. Okay, northern Arctic Circle. So here the numerous influx of fresh water are here. So here the salinity is lower comparatively than these seas. Okay. Next is Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean. These three are open ocean. So here salinity mainly ranges 33 to 37. Pacific Ocean salinity 34.8, average salinity Indian Ocean 33.5, Atlantic Ocean 35.67 per thousand. Here salinity are much less in Indian Ocean in comparison with Atlantic and Pacific Ocean. Now Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal also situated as a gulf. Okay, so here salinity is also higher, but one thing to remember that in the mouth of Ganges salinity is much lower than the other portion of Bay of Bengal, because here the influx of river water is high. Okay, so here the salinity is lower comparison in other parts. Okay, now these are the mainly factors that we should understand for NET exam, that why in somewhere salinity is higher and why in somewhere the salinity is lower, and this amount that I prepared a chart, this amount of salinity in different sea should be remembered. Okay. Next is North Sea. North Sea is situated in good location. It is situated mainly on northern Arctic Circle. So as per the location, here salinity should be lower, but in North Sea it records the higher salinity. What is the reason? The reason is the saline water brought by North Atlantic drift. We have discussed earlier that circulation of ocean water, circulation of ocean streams or currents also affects the salinity of sea. Now here the factor is North Atlantic drift, which causes the higher salinity in North Sea. Another saltest body is Great Salt Lake in USA, where salinity is 220 parts per thousand. The Lake Van in Turkey. The Lake Van is Turkey is now most the saltest body. Okay. Most saltest body of the world. Here salinity is excessive, 330 parts per thousand. It should be remember for net exam. Lake Van in Turkey. This is the first position. This acquired first position in saline water throughout the world. Okay. Now coming to the next important part, that is ocean temperature. Now the question is that what should we ready from this portion? In this case, you have to clear or understand some facts that I have bulleted. You have to remind all these concepts for net exam. First is the average annual range of temperature of ocean water is 12 degrees centigrade. It means that the difference of highest and lowest temperature. Annual average range of temperature of all ocean water throughout the world is a 12 degrees centigrade. Next, daily range of temperature, daily fluctuation of temperature, highest and lowest temperature of ocean surface is 4 degrees centigrade. Next, on an average, the temperature of surface water of ocean is 26.7 degrees centigrade. One thing, that average annual range of temperature of ocean water, it means the average annual range of temperature of all layer of ocean water. Here, on an average, the temperature of only surface water of ocean is 26.7 degrees centigrade. Okay. Next, we know that from the equator towards the pole, if we go towards the higher latitude, the temperature also decreases. So in the vicinity of equator, the average surface temperature is 27 degrees centigrade, whereas in the polar region, the surface temperature of seawater is 1.8 degrees centigrade. This 1.8 degrees centigrade is the freezing point of saline water. Next, how this temperature decreases towards the pole? The temperature gradually decreases towards the pole, and the rate of decreases is 0.5 degree Fahrenheit per latitude. It means it decreases 0.5 degree Fahrenheit per latitude. You have to collect some ideas about temperature of Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean and Atlantic Ocean. You can find it anywhere. So you have to collect some ideas that fluctuation of temperature of different parts of Indian Ocean, of different parts of Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean. Okay, so this should be ready. Next, the average temperature of all ocean is 17.2 degrees centigrade. Okay, average temperature that you have to remember. Average temperature of all ocean of the world is 17.2 degrees centigrade. Now, where the warmest temperature in the world are found and where the lowest temperature of the world are found? that should be remembered. The warmest temperature in the world has been found in Indian Ocean. Okay. Here average highest temperature 28 degrees centigrade. Red Sea, Persian Gulf, these are the parts of the Indian Ocean. Here Red Sea's temperature 32.2 degrees centigrade and Persian Gulf temperature 34.4 degrees centigrade. Okay. Now where the highest annual range of temperature is found. Okay. Highest temperatures is found in Indian Ocean and highest annual range of temperature is found Atlantic Ocean, because here the difference is very high between the northern Atlantic and southern Atlantic. The temperature fluctuation is very high. Okay, and here the average temperature ranges about 12 degrees centigrade. Range is 12 degrees centigrade. Okay, so differentiate is very high. Now I think if you clear all these concepts, all these ideas about it, you can easily answer any questions from this part, because this is very important questions, very important portion of oceanography. You never neglect questions from this part. You must have to ready questions from this part. Now, if you are benefited by this video, please don't forget to subscribe, because I will come again with new videos from oceanography. So subscribe this channel for getting notification faster. Stay safe and well. Thank you.